1947, a good year for most. It marked the second year after the Second World War. It was a time of peace and industry, and the Stovell Valley was no exception. A small railway had been built before the war, but had been in dire need of repair and upgrade. The local lord paid a handsome sum of money for the track work to be extended and redone immediately after the war. September 1947 marked the grand opening of the Stovell Valley Railway in its entirety from the terminus at Stowborough to the large junction station of Retford. This is where the SVR met the main lines of the Great Western and Southern Railways. The railway also served Revborough and Revborough Heath by way of a branch that spurred off at Fawley Junction. People quickly agreed that the best view on the line was from Castle Stovell Station, looking back towards the tunnel and the castle above the hill. When the line was being built, there were two locomotives helping with the engineering trains, one City class from the Great Western and a Q1 from the Southern. Once the railway was completed, the board of directors turned to the problem of buying engines. Seeing as they had two engines on the line already, they offered their respective companies good sums of money for the two, of which they were both accepted, and the City and the Q1 were the first official SVR engines. The board of directors still searched for more locomotives, and soon they found them. They came across a Great Western Pannier for the Revborough branch, and an LMS Black 5 for the longer, heavier passenger services. Lord Stovell, the chief mechanical engineer of the railway, went to Retford Sheds the day they arrived. "Right, engines. Firstly, I'd like to welcome you to the SVR, and hope you enjoy yourselves while working here. Secondly, what are your names, just so that we know each other?" The Pannier perked up first. He was surprisingly old, but seemed confident. "I'm Daniel, sir. You can call me Dan if you like, though." "Nice to meet you, Daniel. Next?" "I'm Stuart, sir. Great and Western." "You better live up to your analogy, Stuart. You certainly have worked very hard to build the railway. As of you," he turned to the Q1. "And your name is?" "I'm Vaughan, sir. Not too strong, but not too weak." "It's the short goods and local passenger services for you, my friend. You've already done sterling work here for us." Lord Stovell turned to the last engine, who seemed to not want to talk to anyone. "Hello, Nervous. What's your name?" The engine didn't speak at first. He then, begrudgingly, grunted his name. "I'm Stan, sir." "What seems to be the matter, Stan?" "Nothing, sir. I'm fine. Or will be." "I hope so. You have a service to take soon. Our first connection from the Great Western." "Okay, sir." "The rest of you know what you're doing, don't you?" Not exactly." "Well, there's a few jobs for you actually, Stuart. In the daytime you've got the opposite passenger services to Stan, with freight services too, but at night you're rostered for something special." "Do I know what this special thing is?" "Not yet. We're finalising everything first, but once we've done it, you'll be the first to know." "Thank you, sir." "I'm on the Revborough Heath branch, I think. Is that right?" "Yes, that's absolutely correct. You'll be spending most of your time on that branch. We've also built a shed at Revborough for you. You'll be working out there most of the time." "That sounds terrific, sir." "Jolly good. Now I must go. I'll be back very soon for Stan's service." Lord Stovell walked away, leaving the engines to ponder what had been said. The first thing that any of them did was quiz Stan, Vaughan being the first to ask. "What's the matter with you, Stan? What has got you not wanting to speak to anyone? Surely this should be a good time." "It should be. You weren't pulled away from your closest friends, your brothers, your batch brothers." "I'm sure you'll see them soon, Stan. Engines do tend to wander." "Yeah, but we're on the western and southern region. None of my type get within 50 miles of here." "I'd look at this positively. You can now become more independent and brag that you're the largest engine on the line." "Not sure I want to be independent though, Stuart." "With a little independence I can see you going far, my friend." "I don't share your enthusiasm. Anyway, I better go leave to go on this service thing." "Don't worry yourself. Enjoy the run. It might help clear your smoke box." Stan coupled up to his train and departed up the gradients toward Three Lakes. It was a softish gradient, and he was enjoying the experience. He passed through Three Lakes, which sat on its own island in the lake, and carried on up the hill. He could see the large junction station of Fawley, which he slowed down to pass through. The line to Revborough Heath ran away back towards the direction of Retford. Stan entered the tunnel, erupted from the other side. His driver pulled back on the regulator and let him coast down the hill towards Castle Stovell. He entered the second tunnel and passed through the station. With hardly any effort, he rolled through Wantage and up the hill onto the flats. Stober was in view when he passed through Grove. Stan was enjoying his journey, and thought that the change of scenery actually might not be a bad idea. Stan pulled into the large station at Stowborough, where Lord Stovell and a crowd of people were stood. Stan was surprised to see all these people here, and was even more surprised when the board of directors of the railway climbed out of the train and thanked him. "Thank you very much, Stania. The first run was a veritable success, all thanks to you." Mr. Turpin turned to the crowd. "It is with great pleasure that I can announce the official opening of the Stovell Valley Railway. This service marks the first of many, in honour of this valley and our chief mechanical engineer. It will hereby be known as the Stovell Flyer." There was tremendous applause as the crowd greeted the engine and his crew. Once the celebrations were over, which included a brass band, Stan placed his coaches in the siding and headed for the sheds. They consisted of a large roundhouse and workshop, which made the complex larger than Retford sheds. Space in the roundhouse could only mean that the company was planning to grow its fleet. Once Stan backed down into his road, he was surprised to see Vaughan already in the shed. "Hello, Stan." "Hiya, Vaughan. Are you feeling better than earlier? You certainly look better." "Yes, I am, actually. I think I just needed a run to get used to the line and to blow the thoughts out of my smoke box. I feel more relaxed now." Good, good. I hear the ceremony went well. Lots of celebration and applauding." "Yeah, well, it was weird at first. It was just one long party. It was almost like back in 1945. It just had that atmosphere, you know?" "I know, very much. I would have come down, but Lord Stovell had me taking a group of track gang workers up to Broadstone. Apparently there was some problem with a bit of track down there and the Great Western had no available workmen." "Lazy buggers, aren't they?" "You could say that." "Ha, yeah, anyway mate, I'm quite tired, you know, the stress of a first day, a new place with new engine, you know." Oh yeah, I know. You just get some sleep now, Stan." "Oh, no. I don't know whether I can though. I still miss my brothers. We were always working together. If you found me, you'd found my brothers. It was, I don't know, I just miss them a lot. We have this connection that I'm really reluctant to let go of. I mean, I enjoyed my run today. I think the line's beautiful and quaint. But the fact is, it's so far away from anyone that I know it makes me hesitant to like it." "I know what you mean, Stan. I was based down in Eastleigh before being chosen for duties here. I left my friends there. A lot of them meant as much to me as your brothers did to you. Others I couldn't wait to see the back of, to be quite honest. There was this irritable U-class that was just so annoying. I'd try thinking of engines that you don't like, and how good it is to be away from them. But anyway, you need to get some sleep now. Another long day ahead tomorrow." "Oh yes, I'm looking forward to that." Vaughan chuckled as Stan settled down, his fire still giving off a comfortable warmness that helped him drift off rather quickly. Although not before he'd thought about what Vaughan had said. He was so glad he'd left someone behind on the LMS and hoped that he would never have to meet them again. Vaughan fell asleep not so long after, and night closed in on the new engines of the Stovell Valley Railway. A successful and joyous day for all involved.